Онлайн-каталог, відгуки, оцінка якості сервісу, сегментація клієнтів, розширена аналітика, зростання основних показників, ріст клієнтської бази тощо. Зручно та швидко використовувати додаток на касі. Клієнт вирішує, чи списати бонуси. Миттєве нарахування бонусів, історія покупок.
Вітання усім шанувальникам волейболу. Сьогодні п'ятниця, 31 березня, і ми з вами стаємо свідками чергового волейбольного протистояння. Цього разу ми спостерігаємо за фінальними матчами за 5 та 7 місця у жіночій суперлізі DMART. І саме зараз ми з вами будемо спостерігати за двобоєм між спортивним клубом Балта та Halychanka-ZUNU з міста Тернопіль. Ну а для вас цю гру коментуватиме Захарченко Даниїл. Сподіваюся, що ви, шановні глядачі та ваші близькі, у безпеці і ви з хорошим настроєм готові спостерігати за цим протистоянням. Отже, ось він розклад якраз таки змагань за 5 та 7 місце. Учора команда Галичанки обіграла збірну Ю-15 з рахунком 3-0. Отже, сьогодні Балта поміряється силами з Галичанкою. Ну і останній матч у рамках цього міні-турніру відбудеться вже завтра, де о 13:00 СК Балта зійдеться зі збірною Ю-15. Ну і після цього матчу ми з вами будемо вже знати розташування команд з 5 по 7 місця.
Hello everyone, this is Professional Volleyball League of Ukraine and we are coming up with another matchup of playoff for teams from 5th to 7th place. So today gonna be the second match of this phase and Halychanka, the winner of previous matchup versus Team Ukraine under 15, gonna battle up with Balta, who will play their first match in 1 month. All of these teams was defeated in quarterfinal stage, and Balta is probably one of the most unexpected defeated team. In the quarterfinals, they were seeded after the regular season on the 4th place, but couldn't do anything to Team Ukraine under 17, and in both games was defeated in 3 straight sets. So they only will compete for the 5th place of Superliga DMART, and let's see how they gonna start. Let's first of all go for squads of both teams. So Halychanka for today is the nominal guest, so let's start with them. Number 5, Alexandra Ovcharenko. Number 7, Daria Stepura. Number 9, Valeria Dremo. Number 10, Maria Rybolovleva. Number 11, Anastasia Dzima. Number 12, Alexandra Osipenko. Number 14, Vitalina Kimak. Number 16, Vladislava Gubenko. Number 19, Lilia Popovich. Number 21, Diana Holod. And number 22, Sofia Samusenko. The head coach of Halychanka is Lyudmila Chernenko. And let's continue with Balta. So the team from Odessa region. Number 1, Світлана Вартошняк. Number 2, Дар'я Перетятько. Number 4, Тетяна Гращенко. Number 5, Анна Лиса. Number 7, Катерина Волченко, the captain of the team. Number 9, Анастасія Березовська. Number 11, Поліна Бєкітова. Number 15, Ірина Ногіна. Number 17, Anastasia Sviatenko, and number 19, Sofia Kalashnik. The head coach is Sergei Koltsov. So this season team has got 3 matches, one versus another, and all of them was finished in a victorious path. For Balta, all of these games ended up in 3 straight sets. So of course the Balta is coming up as a nominal favorite of this match, but let's see. Maybe the lack of practice, because this is the only first game for Balta in the last month, may be some help for Halychanka, who started up this playoff stage 1 day earlier and already get 1 victory in his 3 sets versus Team Ukraine under 15. So probably the youngsters not gonna compete for the 5th or the 6th place. So, but of course they could try to do a miracle. The later on they're gonna play their game versus Balta tomorrow, the 1st of April, and that game gonna planned for 13th past meridian. Gonna be the first game of the 4th day of finals of Professional Volleyball League of Ukraine, and team gonna build it up right now, and we're gonna start with the anthem of Ukraine.
Чемпіонат України з волейболу Суперліга DMART серед жіночих команд. Фінальний матч. 5-7 місце. На майданчику зустрічаються спортивний клуб Балта, місто Балта. Halychanka-ZUNU, місто Тернопіль. Виконання від України.
So that was an anthem of Ukraine, and let's start with the officials of this match. So the first referee is Yevhen Uminsky
Перший суддя Євген Умінський, національна категорія місто Харків.
from Kharkiv, and the second one is Alexander Osachi
Категорія місто Чернігів.
from Chernihiv.
Андрій Мічук, національна категорія місто Хмельницький. Північний Білград, Амір Батюк, міжнародна категорія місто Кривий Ріг. На майданчик запрошується стартовий склад командою Halychanka-ZUNU, місто Тернопіль.
So let's start up with Halychanka, who is now a nominal guest, but of course all of the games is played in Pavlu Arena in Chernivtsi region, so of course there is no guests or home team. Number 7, Daria Stepura, middle blocker. Number 9, Valeria Dromova. the opposite and the captain of Halychanka, number 12. Олександр Осипенко, outside hitter, number 16. Владислава Губенко, the opposite hitter, number 19. Lilia Popovic, the middle blocker. And Diana Holod, number 21, is the setter of Team Halychanka. And the libero, number 5, Alexandra Ovcharenko. The head coach is Людмила Chernenko, who earlier played for Halychanka. You may know her as Людмила Boroznova. She changed her last name. So let's get back to another team and the starting squad of Balta. Number 1, Svetlana Ratushniak. Number 2, Daria Peretятько. Number 5, Anna Lisa. Number 7, Katarina Volchenko. Number 11, Polina Beketova. Number 15, Irina Nogina. And the libero of Team Balta is Tatiana Grashchenko. But no, this game probably Grashchenko gonna be as a substitution for backline. So the only one libero is Sofia Kalashnik. The head coach of Balta is Sergei Koltsov. So of course, for the team from Odessa region, this is only the first game for 1 month, so probably it's not gonna be that easy to find as quickly as possible the rhythm on the court. So some rotation problems probably. Yes, we can see Alexander Osachi talk to the team, and they needed to change up their position before the first serve, so they just not do a present as a first point for Halychanka, and we starting up is team from Ternopil to serve first in this game. So last seconds of the preparation, and Osipenko, the outside hitter of Halychanka, is preparing to serve for the first time in this game. So 1 day earlier, Halychanka already got their first victory over Team Ukraine under 15. It was pretty competitive actually, but the more experienced players of Halychanka was probably the key for the team from Ternopil to be victorious. In the previous one, Halychanka starting up pretty nice. Irina Nogina didn't get the best reception, and Beketova couldn't save this ball. So one more serve for Alexandra Osipenko, who got first point for her team. This time reception is better, and Daria Peretятько attacked in the previous episode, but the ball still in play. Nice touch, but couldn't direct the ball to their team, and another point from Halychanka. Nice start for this team. During this season, Halychanka didn't win any match versus Balta, but actually in the last one they were able to get to the tie break. Even was victorious 2-1 by sets, but wasn't able to finish in their favor that game. Another point for Halychanka. That was a replay how Daria Peretятько tried to save that ball, but didn't get the proper touch. And Osipenko got Already 3 break points for her team. Nice run over the head of the setter. Osipenko from the backcourt and another point for Halychanka. Great start of the game for Людмила's Chernenko team. Wasn't the best block at all in the previous situation. Volchenko and Partyatko. Pretty big gap between their hands. Another serve for Halychanka and invasion of the net. 5-0. Dominant start by team who represents Ternopil, and already Serhiy Koltsov asks for his first timeout.
Нормальну доводку зробіть, Поліна. Не просто в 4, я би на тренуванні зранку відпрацьовували. Відведи від сітки. Тому ж ти їм на блок виводиш. Ідеальна доводка, Катя йде забіг. Що я тобі маю про це говорити?
Рухаємося в захисті. Соня, зрадіть.
So Serhiy Koltsov, of course, started up with reminding about to do a nice reception. So Polina Beketova gonna have better chance to get better passes to their attacking players, and of course with the setter of Balta, Serhiy Koltsov, talked as well. He didn't understand what was the reason why she set the ball that close to the net, so the block was pretty easy to play in the previous situation. So after the timeout, Halychanka lost third point, and another one for Balta, so maybe they woke up after this timeout by Serhiy Koltsov. Anna Lisa gets point for her team. Another chance for Halychanka, this time from the fourth zone, but the ball touched the antenna, and with that, another point for Balta. So, team from Odessa region striking back, and after 5 lost points, get 3 in a row they own. Polina Beketova to serve once more. Not the best touch in reception, and this time Polina Beketova got an ace. Vladislava Hubenko couldn't deal with this set. And after all, that only 1 point difference between Balta and Halychanka. This time the reception is better. Nice attack from the fourth zone. Dremova helped her team, of course, in that tough situation. Probably most of the sets gonna be to the leader of Halychanka, which is the captain. Of course, Valeria Dremova. Another not the greatest reception. And one more ace for Halychanka. Lilia Popovic got the point in the previous one. Nice blocking by Halychanka, but the ball still in air. Not the strongest attack, because the ball was so away from the net. Partyatko from the second zone. Great attack by Dremova, but great defense as well for Balta. Another chance for Dremova. Good job by Kalashnik, and from the back line. Great defense by both teams. Yeah, the attacking, I wouldn't say that attacking is on the highest level, but the will to get the point for both teams is on a pretty high level. And Balta was the victorious one in the previous episode. Really nice rally, and the nominal favorite of this matchup, got another point, but pretty fast side out by Halychanka. Valeria Dryomo to got another point. And we got a pretty fast substitution. Anastasia Dzima to replace Diana Golod. I'm not sure, maybe 21st number of Halychanka have some slight injury in this one, so is not able to show her best game. Of course, if we're gonna see the back substitution after this serve, that probably might be not the case. But if Dzima gonna stay in the court, we're gonna need to think about this one. Attack from Vlaslava Gubenko from the second zone, and another point for Halychanka. Yeah, the struggling in reception for Balta is probably the key why right now they're not competitive in this game versus Halychanka, and actually the blocking is as well not the greatest. A lot of gaps between the blockers, and players of Halychanka masterful using this one. Another mistake by Balta, this time just an attack right into the net by Irina Nogina. 11-5, Halychanka is leading once more, for the first time actually in this game, by 6 points, but not for long enough, because Anastasia Dzima put the ball right into the net. So this is the attempt from Balta. Great job with attacking right into the line by Vladislava Gubenko. Yeah, the block wasn't on point in this situation, and Pretyatko couldn't save her team. Valeria Dryomo, the captain of Halychanka, with ball in her hands this time. This is a bit better reception for Balta, and with that they got another point. A lot of interesting combination by the team of Sergei Koltsov, but right now it's not the best outcome after all. Yes, this time Nogina was able to get the point with this X combination, but maybe another time Halychanka will be more concentrated on their defending and gonna get a save. Nice one from the fourth zone. That was Alexander Osipenko who outplayed the blockers in this episode. Attack from the middle, maybe not attack, but the tip, just because Popovich already was in the middle of the court and just didn't have a chance to approach to the ball properly. And after touching the block, the ball went out, and another point for Balta. Service from Balta, great attack via the middle of the court. Another one for Lilia Popovich, but great defense. And blocking for Balta. Block touch, another chance for Balta to attack. Daria Pretyatko. Another defensive play, and after touching the block, the ball gets to the court. Polina Beketova wasn't able to get the defense in this episode, as well as Irina Nogina, who actually was closer to the ball, but the direction wasn't good enough for both players. Actually, another ace. And Balta is still struggling a lot in the defense. Even the libero of the team, Sofia Kalashnik, made a mistake in this episode. So 15-9. And Hubenko to serve once more. Great job. Great job. Balta was able to get a side-out point. Beketova to Fortushniak. Pretty fast pass. Yeah, maybe not the hardest attack of Svetlana. But in case that got a point for her team, it's not that important. Osipenko attacking from the fourth zone. Beketova to the fourth zone of Balta, and Daria Peretyatko was able to outplay the blockers. So 11th point for Balta. Peretyatko actually earlier played for Alanta, which yesterday got their first match of bronze final versus Team Ukraine under 17, and got pretty dominant victory in 3 straight sets. Another replay of the previous episode, not the best set, and Hubenko wasn't able to get the touch, and what a beauty by Anastasia Dzima. 11th number of Halychanka, so that the double blockers is going close to her, so decided to get a tip to the fourth zone of Balta, and no one of Team Red was ready for it. So Alexandra Osipenko coming back to the service line. Earlier on, she got a lot of break points for her team. And another one. This time the block was good enough to stop this one. Valeria Dromova and Lilia Popovich formed the wall that Katerina Volchenko wasn't to go through
Дівчата, ну
in
нам
this episode.
Ю-17 накидали туди. В чому там проблема? Ю-17 нам кидали, як хотіли, і зараз Джима нам вже кидають.
Я хочу
Що?
сказать, пожалуйста, можно?
В чому проблема?
Мы договаривались на тренировке, это 5-я зона тянет.
Хто там
Вы
має
понимаете,
бути?
что если я прыгну,
Чей то м'яч?
через верх меня кинет? 5-я зона, значит зона.
Не засипайте!
Девочки,
So Sergei Kольцов isn't understand actually why a lot of tips of opponents is going to the court, or he already told that Team Ukraine under 17 got a lot of points via this element, and as well as Halychanka in the start of this game. But of course, not this is the only problem of Balta. This reception troubles as Killan. And destroying this team right now. Another point, as we can see, Svetenko coming up to replace Daria Peretyatko. The first substitution for Balta, but still it isn't working good enough. Svetenko decided not to risk in the previous episode. Popovich to attack, but that wasn't good enough to get a point for Halychanka. Good job for Halychanka on the defense. Free ball. And Beketova tried to get the point her own, but that didn't work at all. And everything finished up with the mistake of the 5th number. Annalisa this time get the ball over the block and over the side of the court of the opponents as well. Another attack for Lisa, but to defense of Halychanka isn't waking up. Sviatenko actually go through the block, but to the ball after her spike touched the antenna, as we can see on the replay. So 20-12. Halychanka is stomping their opponents in the first set, but better probably I would say that this is the Balta, who almost not playing, if you will, this game. And I can understand all these emotions on the face and in the voice of Sergei Koltsov, of course. His team almost like hadn't wake up at all. Great combination by Beketova and Volchenko. Yeah, the captain trying to maybe give some emotions to her team. Great run to the second zone. And after that, ace for Balta. Polina Beketova. Once more this game got another point from the serving. Free ball for Balta, but Volchenko didn't get a best set. Was pretty late to understand that she is the one who gonna set in this one. 22-14. Everything finished up with Halychanka get the blockout touch, and Lilia Popovic to serve. Ball to the fourth zone, and Annalisa was ready to outplay the only blocker in this area, who was Anastasia Dzima, over the block, of course. Her opponent was Besetter, not the highest reach, not the highest person at all. And another try from Dzima to get the point via the tip to the fourth zone, but this time Sofia Kalashnik was ready for that. 23-15, technical mistake by Polina Beketova, and Dzima to serve once more. So defense by Halychanka, and the ball still in play. Nogina get the pass to the setter, and Annalisa, another mistake for Balta. I'm not really sure that the half of the points Halychanka finds their own, maybe more over that was unforced errors of Balta. Finally, another point for the team from Odessa region was won by Annalisa. Dromo couldn't find a block in one-on-one situation, and 8 more set points for Halychanka. We're gonna play some more, because Vladislava Hubenko missed her attack in this situation, and Lyudmila Chernenko asking for the timeout. The first one from Halychanka. So, some tips from Chernenko, who asked, of course, the only needed one is just one side-out point. Get some tips what her setter and her receivers need to do, and one in or another situation, comparing to the reception, but that was not needed at all, because Katerina Volchenko, the captain of Balta, finished this set with the serve error, and 25-17 is the final score of the first set. Halychanka with strong start, and Balta is struggling to find their best volleyball. We will come back in a few minutes, so tune up.
Divisport, видовість волейболу, Техніць, країна Divisport. Змагання відбуваються під патронатом Федерації волейболу, хокею і Міністерства молоді та спорту України. Організатор чемпіонатів України, професіональна волейбольна ліга України.
So, we're coming up for the second set of the playoff matches for the places from 5th to 7th. Balta gonna try to redeem themselves after not the best first set of this match versus Halychanka, and Halychanka, of course, will try to prolong their victorious series, which for now is 4 sets in a row. And strong start. Valeria Dromo, the captain of Halychanka, gets first point for their team in the second set. Serve by Popovich. And a mistake by Полина Бехтова, as Evgeny Uminsky showed with his hand movement. Great and fast set by Polina Beketova, and Volchenko was ready to get the first point for her team in the second set. 1-2 in the second. Balta started up to building their points in pocket earlier on, because in the previous set Halychanka got 5 in a row in the start. Great job by Vladislava Ubenko. No, sorry, that was Alexandra Osipenko from the back line. Nogina in the fourth, the tip, and Dromova even without the jump, but get an attack. Nogina coming for the block, and another point for Balta. Let's see if Serhiy Koltsov actually was able to find the right words to help his team with this fast break. Out or ace. Actually, ball was pretty close, but probably a bit long. Out of the court after Katerina Volchenko's serve. 4-2. Halychanka is leading in a second set. Great serve, and no one actually was ready to do the last touch properly. Yeah, I feel like still the lack of concentration of Balta is not giving the players of this team to show their best volleyball. Nogina, great attack, but that was Dromova. On the back side of the court. And actually, both players of Halychanka felt that another one should get the touch in the defense, and they evaded the ball and moved out of direction of this attack. Another point by Vladislava Hubenko for Halychanka, 6-3. And once more Halychanka is starting second set in a row in a better fashion. Lisa blocked, but the ball went long. And this time the luck was on the side of Balta. But of course it doesn't mean that in another episode it is gonna be this way as well. Nogina serve from her. Libro Halychanka was ready for it. The tip right in the hands of Nogina. And Daria Peretятько blocked in the last situation, so she was substituted during the first set, but still Serhiy Koltsov is hoping to see her best volleyball. Yeah, great job on saving this ball, but anyway, still this is some trouble to get constant reception for Balta, and probably Dromo thought about few things to do, and to the last second couldn't choose what approach she better to get, and just get the ball from the back line right into the net. Not the best first touch by Vladislava Hubenko, just a free ball, and Balta from the fourth zone. Daria Peretятько, pretty strong attack. Another point for Balta, 6-7. 1 point difference only between both teams. And Balta reaching. Halychanka after this mistake of Lilia Popovic. Another serve from Fortushniak. Great defense. So actually, I already thought that Fortushniak isn't able to get the touch in this point. To the backcourt and Dromova once more. Two players preparing to get a defense touch, but the time they see each other moving, or actually in this one, better to say, looking into the ball, they're starting to believe that their teammate gonna take this ball, and once more in this game, that not working at all. Polina Beketova tried to get the same tip as Anastasia Jima showed the previous set few times from the third zone to the fourth of the opponent, but she wasn't able to proceed with the most accurate shot. The ball went a bit wide after all. Alexandra Osipenko got the serve error, so the ball for Balta. After this, great reception and attack from the middle of the court. Another one. And Dromova with a monster spike. First touch, and that was more than enough for the captain of Halychanka to get another point for her team. Another chance for Halychanka. Dromova once more to attack and to find 11th point for her team. First was blocked, but the second attack of Dromova was unstoppable for block as well as for defense. Sergei Koltsov takes his first timeout in the second.
На 4 по 4 викручує. Ви зміщаєтесь прямо в четверту зону собі під сітку. Ти виходиш, зараз твоя помилка.
Ти дуже близько підійшла, чуть-чуть відійди, там є страховщик.
Це нормально, є доводка, комбінуємо. Перший темп заграємо. Спокійно. У вас моменти хороші, потім бум-провал.
So Sergei Koltsov started with some preparation about attacking of Dromova, that she can go from 4 to 4th or from 4 to 5th, and other defensive role player shouldn't get out of this type of direction of the attack. Of course, in the second set, Balta's reception is a bit better, not the greatest. As long as I'm talking about this element, it's starting to destroy for Balta. Sorry about that. Another ace for Halychanka this game. No, Koltsov actually as well asked Beketova to give more chances to the middle blockers in case, of course, the reception is well enough to play via the middle players. Halychanka another chance, and Jima tried to get a point by her own. Nice one from the back side of the court, and Volchenko finishing up this episode. She was the fastest over the net and get really nice attack. Even though Halychanka showed that they are prepared for this attack, they wasn't good enough to stop this one. Dromova, mistake by her. Yeah, the ball like slided on the net, but decided not to get over it. So Daria Peretятько will serve once more, 10-13. And team from Odessa region striking back. Jima. Don't need to do this. That usually. Another try by the setter of Halychanka to get the tip to the fourth zone. Dryomo right into the block. Probably the libero and other defensive player, which was Alexander Osipenko, as I understood, didn't get the ball in the defense.
Іди взльот, якщо вона могла пасувати. Якщо така ситуація, коли прийдуть, що ти скидали, віддай, значить взяти, нехай вона його атакує. Або вже тоді уважиш, орієнтуйся, наскільки ти заходиш від сітки. Якщо ти його прокинь на ту сторону. Я руку опустила. Ти опустила руку, ти просто його кинула в сітку. Все нормально, не панікуйте. Зібрались, зразу прийом, забили. Ручки тримаємо в прийомі.
So Chernenko, almost all of her break talked about the defensive play and attacking of her team. She doesn't understand why in the previous episode her middle didn't finish her move to the second zone, and after all, Stepura, who Chernenko talked to few seconds ago, got her chance and deal with it pretty well. From the middle of the court, she reached one more point for Halychanka, 14-12. Team from Ternopil is leading. Nogina blocked. This time the X combination wasn't enough to be victorious in this episode. And Stepura got the skill block. Beketova to Lisa. And from the first second I saw that the ball is a bit out, but later on it ended up right into the line of the Halychanka's side of the court. So 13-15. Great reception by Hubenko, and somehow the ball went through the block after the attacking of Valeria Dromova, and after this spike point she comes to the serving line. The first substitution for Sergei Koltsov in the second set. Hrimchuk, number 16, is to change Svetlana Fartushniak, and block out but by Anna Lisa. Nice touch of the blocking. 14-16. Good control. The block of the opponent and the ball touching the Osipenko's hands get out of the court, and actually Alexandra was the one after all to get point for Halychanka. X combination this time from team from Ternopil, and worked pretty well. Block wasn't ready for this one. And 17-14. Stepura tried to get a maximum risk on her serving. But they didn't pay at all. Nogina on the serving line. Another great attack from the middle. This time that was Lilia Popovic who finished the combination with Yulia Dzima. Yeah, the ball was for a middle blocker, but actually blockers of Balta, as I so prepared for the attack from the fourth zone, so the middle blocker of Halychanka got every chance she need. So the back substitution, Hrimchuk is out of the court and Svetlana Fortushnak coming back from the bench to serve. And this game Drima to the middle of the court, and once more Lilia Popovic did everything right. And another point for Halychanka. Let's see this moment once more on the replay. Lisa tried to get a defense touch, but after that the ball went out. Not the best reception, only free ball. This is the Halychanka's turn. So Gubenko didn't get a proper touch. And after all, great attack from the back line by Irina Nogina from the 6th zone. And only one blocker couldn't stop this attack. Dromova from the force, but Balta was able to find the defense play. Another chance for Balta in the attack after this free ball. Good path to Katerina Volchenko. And close to the 9-meter attack by the captain of Balta, 18-19. Ludmila Chernenko's team struggling a bit in the attacking, but as long as I said it, Lilia Popovic showed that everything is alright with this component. Get another point for her team, even though he was a bit lucky. First of all, the ball could stay after touching the net, and of course, hands of Katerina Volchenko on this block was pretty close to the ball, actually. Great job by Annalisa. Once more, she finds the point for her team via the blockout touch, and 20-19. Halychanka is leading, but of course 19-20 is the score, because Balta right now is the serving team. Daria Peretyatko. And smart play by Valeria Dromova. She played the ball with this block in this attack, and everything worked well for Halychanka. 21-19. Yeah, a lot of points via the middle blockers attack in the last episodes for both teams, Balta as well as Halychanka, and that maybe tell us about less risk on the serve for both teams, just to evade mistakes on this component maybe. Risk, because the pass wasn't the best. Dromo tried to get a from 2-2 zone attack, but struggled to provide this type of shot. And 21-21 for a long time. Balta wasn't there equal in the points with Halychanka, and in the end of the second set, this is what we see on the scorecard. And because of another mistake, Ludmila Chernenko takes her second timeout this set.
Робити просто потрібно. Є прийоми, передачі не можемо забити. Шоста зона вся пуста.
of course, Chernenko told to right now we are struggling in attack and just need to find the chance to side out somehow. The reception is fine, but attacking is questionable in last place, and this is only the component that her team need to work on. Katarina Volchenko on her serve. Great defense. This time ball for Vladislava Gubenko. Lisa with her attack. And block decided not to touch this ball, but Alexandra Ovcharenko sadly, but wasn't able to get the proper touch. And Balta finds 2 points lead in the end of the set, but after this mistake on the service line by Katerina Volchenko, 1 point less in the lead of Balta. Yeah. Dromova and Gubenko couldn't decide who is the one to serve, but the captain of Halychanka get the situation right. Great defense by Ovcharenko, and the chance for Halychanka right into the block, and Osipenko couldn't save herself with the dig, and 24-22, 2 set points for Balta. We got substitution. Vitalina Kimak, 182 centimeters high. Player is on the court to replace Vladislava Gubenko, probably to get the better attack and blocking, but everything finished with Svetlana Fartushniak to get 1-in-1 block, 25-22, and Balta strikes back. So in the 10 minutes we're gonna come with the situation that the equality is via the sets after Balta win their first one this game, maybe not the last, cause like from the middle of this set, team from Odessa region starting to remind how they can play, and let's see what head coaches of both teams gonna talk while this 10-minute break.
Вітання всім, спілкуємося з наставником СК Балти Сергієм Кольцовим. Пане Сергію, ну що ж, вітаємо вас після місячної відсутності так на арені ПВЛУ. Розкажіть, будь ласка, у якій формі та з якою підготовкою дівчата підходять якраз вже до вирішальних матчів у рамках чемпіонату?
Ми непогано місяць, в принципі, працювали. Проблема в тому, що не було спарінгів майже.
We worked pretty well for this month, but the problem is we had no sparring.
Четверта в кубку, в четвірку потрапила в регулярці.
And emotionally, of course, for us, we finished fourth in the cup, we finished fourth in regular season and couldn't get in this top 4. In playoff of Superliga DMART, of course, emotionally it's not that easy and that hard to motivate players, of course.
В другій партії вже більш-менш непогано було. Трошки на блоці ми провалюємося, саме в центрі нас переграли. Зараз я гравцям казав,
start of the game wasn't the best, but I was able to find the right words to motivate our players, and as we can see in the second set, play from our was better. As I can see, for now we get better on the reception, but after all we lost a lot on the block in the middle. I would better say that Halychanka is progress of Halychanka this season is extremely well. They started not that great, but we can see how they're getting better throughout this season. Yeah, the team is pretty young, but we properly can see how they're progressing this year.
Також спілкуємося з наставницею команди Галичанки Людмилою Чорненькою. Пані Людмило,
So,
ну що ж,
head coach of
можна сказати,
Halychanka,
вирішальна
Людмила
гра у
Чорненька.
вас у рамках Суперліги
to
DMART
share
серед
your
жіночих
thoughts.
команд, ну і двобій з командою Балти. Перший сет був досить таки класно в виконанні ваших дівчат, стабільний прийом, навіть комбінаційна гра спостерігалася в виконанні вашої команди. Що ви можете сказати від свого тренерського боку про перші дві партії?
В принципі, все добре. Якщо порівнювати з вчорашньою грою,
Of course,
сьогодні ми
if
вже
we are
набагато
looking
активніші, особливо на
for
передній
our
лінії.
game,
Тобто те, що я казала,
compared
ми
to the
в
previous
тренувальному
one,
процесі
we
ці
are
моменти
much
якраз
more active
змігрували.
than
Сьогодні вони нас получаються
in
краще,
the
ніж
game
вчора.
versus Team Ukraine
Друга
under
партія
15.
це таке свої помилки. Не можу
In the
сказати, що в нас
second
виграли.
game,
Більше ми, мабуть, на своїх
a lot of
помилках таких.
Probably
Всередині
unforced
партії було
errors,
кілька м'ячів,
so our
інші потім
own,
в
I
кінці.
can't say that
В
Balta
принципі, грою я
won us
задоволена.
in
Надіюсь, що
this
зараз робимо висновки
set,
після другої
but
партії, зменшимо
probably
кількість своїх
we let them
помилок і
be
покажемо
victorious in the
позитивний
previous
результат своєї
one. I'm
сторони.
pleased
В першому
with this
сеті ви
game,
вийшли на
and
досить ранньому етапі
let's
змінити
hope that
пасуючих.
we
Це
will
більше
play
така тактична
this
ротація,
way.
чи все ж таки є невеличкі проблеми з здоров'ям у Діани Голуб?
Це не тактична
This way.
ротація, у нас проблеми зі здоров'ям основної зв'язуючої.
so about
Тобто я
the
вирішила
substitution of
попробувати, але
the setters
враховуючи стан
in
її здоров'я,
the
не
first
вважаю
set.
за потрібне ризикувати ним.
Yeah, Людмила
далі,
Чорненька
тому що
told
другий зв'язуючий я
Diana
впевнена не менше.
Голуб
Єдине просто
is
питання,
struggling
яке
a
може
bit,
виникати по ходу гри,
with
це питання блоку,
her
тому що є
health.
чуть різниця ростова. Але на даний момент нам
Yeah,
це
and,
не заважає, не є
all
поки що
the
для нас цим
components are
проблемою.
probably Anastasia Zhima can play as good as Diana Golod, but only the blocking because of the height difference is the component Halychanka struggling after this substitution, but right now it's not the case, why they were defeated in the second set.
Маєте власний бізнес? Бажаєте утримувати лояльних та залучати нових клієнтів? Корпоративний застосунок із вбудованими сервісами, лояльність, купони, крос-маркетинг, онлайн-каталог, відгуки, оцінка якості сервісу, сегментація клієнтів, розширена аналітика, зростання основних показників, ріст клієнтської бази тощо. Зручно та швидко використовувати додаток на касі. Клієнт вирішує, чи списати бонуси. Миттєве нарахування бонусів, історія покупок.
So we're coming back to the third set of the match between Balta and Halychanka after this 10 minutes break. So let's see who that was the favor for. Halychanka will be the first team on the service, and once more Halychanka-ZUNU is with the ball in her hands. She earlier got few, actually, nice serves in the start of the first set. Is memorable one when Halychanka started up with 5 points in a row, but this time Daria Peretятько pretty confidently was able to get point for her team via the tip over the block. Lubenko, his first touch. And Anna Lisa to attack. Lisa once more. Another chance for Halychanka. This time from the 6th zone, but not the best touch. Not the best touch by Osypenko. The ball slided out of her hands, and only by the part of her hand she was able to touch this ball and put this right into the net. Lubenko once more to get a reception, and this time block of Balta is working on 1-1. Lilia Popovic was defeated by more experienced Katerina Volchenko in the middle of the net, and 3-0. Really nice start for Balta for the first time in this game. Team from Odessa region is starting this good versus Balta, but in some time everything finishing up. Valeria Dremova with her spike was able to get first point of Halychanka. Yeah, the libero of Balta, Sofia Kalashnik, tried to save this ball, but wasn't able to deal with this power. Annalisa once more. Pass to the leader of Balta. And the opposite of this team, who is actually pretty nice in scoring of this season, was ready to achieve one more point, and after all, block on Dremova to get another one. 5-1. Great start by Balta. Another block touch, and once more great attack. Yeah, Sergei Kulsov and his team starting on pretty well in the third set, and of course Ludmila Chernenko reacting. Yes, fast time out, while her team is losing 6-1.
Ставку підстелюємо, єлі-єлі до м'яча в сітку перелітає. Можемо доводку зробити. Ти в захисті чому не готова? Простий м'яч летить, зараз просто впала на підлозі. Замість того, щоб зробити підкрок на сторону і пробити якісний м'яч. Хто буде грати? Будете стояти чи будете працювати? Зібрались, йо!
Давай, веселее!
Yeah, some emotional timeout by Ludmila Chernenko. Of course, so the way her team plays on the start of the third set is not the same team there was 2 sets before. Much worse on the defense, and not only in this component, but that probably the most of we could see. Valeria Dremova, good job on blocking, and this is the second point of Halychanka in third set. Lubenko get the first touch, and she will be the one to finish this play and get through the double block of Balta. Still, the gap between blockers is huge in this one. Koltsov got some tips for his setter, maybe about the trajectory of the sets, and what a interesting, I would say, ace by Jima. Yeah, the ball touched the net, and after all, right into the shoulder of Katerina Volchenko. Yeah, this is probably the throw of the ball, not the best set by Polina Beketova, and because of that, maybe some angry
Прилетіло
touch
3 дурних м'ячі. Просто 3.
of Katerina Volchenko.
Поліна, тут незручно. 4. Добре, Ань.
Так, 4-6 там
Ти
ззаді.
вистрибуєш, ти дивись, вони тобі лінії лишили 1,5 метра. Значить, в лінію, да, або скину. Прораховуйте, хто на передній лінії. Дивіться,
Sergei Koltsov is not pleased with the last three balls. Just call them the three stupid moments that became the points for Halychanka. First of all, they started up with the block of their opponent's team. Annalisa got a lot of to work in the line, but decided to get in the direction of the sixth zone after that few more mistakes, and of course Koltsov wants his team to play with the better quality, but even after this timeout, Halychanka finds another point. Once more, the gap between blockers is huge. I mean, no other words to describe this one. And still, Anastasia Dzima is on the service line. She came here while the score was 2-6, and still with the ball in her hands. Defense by Halychanka and Dromova right into the net. Yeah, that was not the easiest chance for the captain of Halychanka to attack. And maybe this is the reason why the ball went right into the net. So 7-6, Balta is leading the captain and the 7th number of team from Odessa region. Katerina Volchenko was on the service line and still might came here back because the ball is in play, but after this touch of the net of Svetlana Fortushniak, the last episode coming for the favor of Halychanka. 7-7, and Valeria Dromova to serve in this situation. Yeah, that was the tip that the ball went out, and as we all saw, Daria Poretyatka evaded the ball, and yeah, the ball is really went over the side of the court of Balta, and with that, team got another point. Nice trajectory of this attack by Irina Nogina. 9-7. Balta trying to build the elite once more. Right now, this is 2-point difference between teams from Odessa region and Ternopil. But Gubenko did Baltas leading 1 point less after her spiking from the second zone. Daria Stepura to serve. Nagina through the block, and Gubenko get one more chance to attack, and actually Nagina was not in the best place to block in this situation. Yeah, a lot of line was for Veleslava Hubenko to attack in this one, but he even decided not to go this area, and somehow Lilia Popovic find another point. Yeah, not the proper and the best touch she could do in the last one, but anyway, that was more than enough to get one more point for Halychanka, and the situation is came another way. Right now, the Halychanka is the leader of this match, only for now by 1 point. 10-9, free ball for Balta. Bikto tried to attack herself. Hubenko to the block, and another chance for 16th number of Halychanka, but the trajectory is pretty high. Tip by Nagina. Hubenko, not the best set, by somehow 16th number of Halychanka was able to get the attack. And after all, the Halychanka is the team who got the last point. Anastasia Berezovska is to change Irina Nagina on the front line for now, so maybe Koltsov would like this way to get the side out point, but still Balta is struggling in the attack. Yeah, some emotions by Daria Peretyatko after this blocking on Annalisa, or even the opposite player of Balta wasn't able to get the ball over the net, I'm not sure. And another mistake by Balta. Yeah, probably Koltsov would like to take a timeout after all.
Самі собі привозите. Свята, хлопні його. Сильніше, що це за скид?
Андрюша, не бійте кола.
Неудобно. Акуратно какой. Котел відкритий. Настя, лишіть їм лінію зараз, добре? Лишіть їм метр лінії. Там Соня в четвертому да, закрийте там блок.
Ми не можемо забити, дівчатки,
Ми не
треба
добиваємо
знати.
до
Давай, гей!
So Sergei Koltsov once more talked about the attack of his team, and not only, but all of the stuff of Balta, actually. So he wants his team to attack more aggressive. Started, of course, with Svetlana Fartushniak, who earlier, from the first second of the episode in attack, everyone understood that she will go for the tip, and he wants her to slam this ball. One more block by Halychanka. 2 times in a row Anastasia Berezovska got the ball and wasn't able to get the point for her team, and pretty fast back substitution. Berezovska is out of the court. Nagina is coming back. Maybe Koltsov wanted Nagina to look for this game from the bench, and this way try to understand maybe how she can provide a better play. 15-9, one more point for Halychanka. This time that was via the block touch out of Svetlana Fartushniak, and good series on the serving of Daria Stepura. Nagina, only free ball. Only free ball, and one more chance for Halychanka. The X combination, which ended up in some interesting fashion. This time Alexandra Sepenko get the tip to the first zone, where probably everyone would be ready for the defense of the backline player, but that wasn't the case. In the previous episode, another substitution, this time Anastasia Sviatenko is coming on the court to replace Annalisa. Nogina to attack once more, this time the tip via the touch by two hands, and once more Halychanka is slamming. And Balta is trying to get the point over the tips, even though via the timeout Daria Peretятько not only told that we need to do some powerful things to get the ball to the floor, but still Balta is struggling with this one, and actually this is Daria Peretятько from the back side of the court who shows what she wanted earlier on. 10-17. Actually, Stepura came to the court when the score was 8-9 in the favor of Balta, and what a journey with 9 points in a row on her service for Halychanka. Another point actually for team from Ternopil via the attack of the middle blocker. That was Lilia Popovic, who finds another point for her team. Yeah, after this one, Vladislava Hubenko wasn't able to get the ball in the opponent side of the court via her serve, but of course right now the point difference of teams is pretty big, and maybe Halychanka is okay with a few mistakes, but of course not often. They can get not the best touches or errors. Fartushniak risked from the service line, and that didn't pay out for her team. Out, and Halychanka to serve once more. Osepenko, Alexandra Osepenko can have few more break points for her team. Halychanka needs 6 more points to finish this set. Peretятько not the best receiving, and she is the one who will attack in this episode, and the ball went long. 20-12. We have the siren, and Sergei Koltsov would like to check the last episode, probably the touch of the block, or maybe the blocker's touch of the net, something like that. The head coach of Balta would like to see on the replay, of course. That might not be the case. Or maybe the head coach of Balta just using challenge as a break for her team and chance to give some tips for his players. So we can see how players of Halychanka is posing and are getting actually the best emotions. For now, yeah, they're getting good moments in the last episode of the court, so of course we can understand why smiles don't come off their faces. And that was not block touch by the blockers of Halychanka. Koltsov wasn't able to get a point for her team, and the situation on scoreboard is still 20-12 for Osepenko to serve once more. Good serve, but this time reception of Balta is much better, but attacking is still the thing. Team from Odessa region need to work on. Dromova wrist and couldn't find a line and couldn't find the blocker's touch. So the situation is changing up to 13-12. Balta get last point and get a chance to serve. Polina Beketova, setter of this team, with the ball in her hands. Osipenko from the back side of the court. Pretty strong, pretty nice approach, but block was ready for it. 14-20. Polina Beketova to serve once more. Libero with the first touch from the middle of the court. Nice attack by Lilia Popovic in 21-14. After this attack by the middle blocker, even though Перетятько touched this ball, but couldn't slow the ball enough for defenders to get the chance to play this episode a bit more. Another mistake from Balta. This time Svetenko wasn't able to put the ball on the side of the court of Halychanka. 22-14. Reception by Перетятько, and she was the one to attack in the previous episode. So Dromova for now from Halychanka, and Kalashnik couldn't hold this speed of the attack of the captain of Halychanka. Oh. Balta strikes back 1-1. Перетятько was able to outplay Valeria Dromova. And after that, coming to the service line, Daria Stepura get a nice possibility to attack in this one. Yeah, smiled, but wasn't able to get another point for Halychanka. Another chance for Stepura, and this time everything as the Halychanka team would wish. No blockers at all for the 7th number of Halychanka, and team from Ternopil got 8 more set points. Drima is on the serving line, and Beketova with Volchenko is coming up with Balta's attack from the middle of the court, working on pretty well, but still 7 set points for Halychanka. Right now Balta needs a miracle, and I can see this one is happening. One step closer. Balta need to get the proper touch in the attack, and Nahina get the effective spike. 18-24. Volchenko to serve once more. Everything right now in the hands of the captain. The first her mistake could be the last for her team. So of course the pressure is pretty high, but she deals with this one, and in a nice fashion get an ace. And after that we coming up for the timeout with Chernenko. Need to talk to her team.
Чого ти лізеш вправо за блоком? Мені не потрібно, щоб ліберо ховалося за блок, а щоб ти виходила там, де немає блоку. Лера, ти там дивись, пішла класно, показала ширку, що ти закриваєш лінію, і тоді її руки вліво. Не знаю, що ти робила спеціально, але виглядала зі сторони так. Ти чітко пішла корпусом, вона хотіла атакувати вліво. От візьми, кинь їй руки останню секунду вліво. Попаде там в лінію, хай попадає, тільки ти слідкуй, бачила, що один блок тут стояла підтягнута.
Давай, давай, давай!
Саня, все нормально.
So, Chernenko gets some tips for her team, and the first attack after the timeout gonna be the last for the third set. 25-18, the finishing score of the third set, and Halychanka leads 2-1, and coming closer and closer to become the fifth in a Ukrainian championship of Superliga DMART this year. This season would probably better to say.
Змагання відбуваються під патронатом Федерації волейболу України і Міністерства молоді та спорту України. Організатор чемпіонатів України професіональна волейбольна ліга України.
So the fourth set of the game between Balta and Halychanka will start in a few seconds. Right now, Polina Beketova is the ball in her hands and got an ace. Great start by Balta. Vladislava Hubenko actually thought that the ball went wide, but was on the side of the court. Another time I heard the tip that the ball is out, but this time Hubenko decided not to await this one. And still Halychanka lost this point because middle blocker and the setter of Halychanka wasn't able to get a nice combination. Another time Halychanka needs more than 3 touches to get the ball over the net. Struggling on receiving in the start of fourth set. Touch of the net probably by Katerina Volchenko, who tried to await her setter to let the Beketova to set in this situation, but with that came the error. Another ace, this time Halychanka finds the one. Lilia Popovic get nice shot serve that Daria Peretyatko wasn't able to deal with. And Popovich to serve once more. She's actually right now is the second best scorer of her team. Great defense by Halychanka. 2 times in a row they get nice touches in the back line. So right now Popovich, one of the best scorers of her team. The leader one on the court at all is the captain of Halychanka, Valeria Dromova, who already got 20 points after these 3 sets. The second one is Vladislava Hubenko with 11, Osepenko with 8 is third, and Lilia Popovich with 7 points in is fourth best scorer of her team. Great point by Anna-Lisa right into the corner of the first zone of Halychanka, and finally Balta gets their side out. Дар'я Перетятько, nice long serve. Dromova would like to get this ball to the line as well, but a bit long. And with that, Перетятько to serve once more. 5-3. Few earlier point lead for Balta. Another chance, just a free ball. Nagina on a 1 block. Jima tried to get an attack after the second touch. Dromova over the block. Great blocking. Both teams is struggling with the attack a bit, but defense and blocking is on nice level. But as long as I say this one, some of the team gonna struggle in this element, and I'm sorry, this time this is the Halychanka. Osepenko didn't react well to this moment. She was the one who needs to do the second touch, but Alexandra understood that really pretty late, I would say. Перетятько tried to save the ball after the attack of Dar'ya Stepura. But yeah, she did the first touch. But that was not enough for Balta to get a save with this ball. Anastasia Dzima to serve. Great reception by Перетятько. Chance for Halychanka. Dromova need to work in this one. Somehow the ball gets over the net after touching this one, and block was not ready for it at all. Yeah, Volchenko tried to do this first touch, but that wasn't the best attempt by Katerina. Another point for Halychanka. Yeah, Balta is struggling a bit last moment in reception, and after that with attack as well, and Halychanka gets everything they could. With that, once more, not the best reception this time. That was Nogina, and block on Anna-Lisa. Dromova with Stepura closed the wall for the opposite of Balta. Jima to serve once more, slight touch of the net, and block 1-1, but defense of Balta is in the right place, and Nagina finally get the side out point for her team. 7-7. Great attack, and finding that gap between the blockers was the key to finish this play in a favor of Balta. So the ball for Halychanka, Yevgeny. So the throw from Anastasia Dzima. Balta to serve once more. 8-7. 1 point lead for team in red. Gubenko to receive and to attack. She decided to get a tip, and what a masterful one that was. The best ace you only could ask for. That good that Fartushniak isn't able to get the best touch on the block, but would like to try, actually. After that, Fartushniak showed that her blocking is actually on a pretty good level. Get 1-1 block after this attack, and 9-8. Balta is leading once more. Anna-Lisa on the back line. Stepura from the second zone, and Beketova. Fine. A chance to outplay the block of the opponents. 10-8. And Anna-Lisa will serve once more. Dzima to the fourth zone, where Osipenko was ready for this pass. Only free ball from Balta. This time only one blockers on Osipenko, but still ball in the air. Gubenko this time gets the point for Halychanka. 9-10. Beketova to the fourth zone, but the ball touched the antenna first before coming to the opponent side of the court. And that means that Halychanka will get another point. 10-10. Up and downs by both teams, and for now actually trying to understand who is the favorable side of this game is not the easiest one. Another great combination, one more X by Halychanka. Alexandra Osipenko was the finisher of her team the previous episode. Find the gap in the block, get the pretty powerful spike. Anna-Lisa tried to save that ball via her chest, but not the funniest touch. Irina Nogina, her chance to get an ace. Osipenko to the block. Peretyatka with her chance, but Dzima, great defense. Attack was on the other side of the court. Another chance for Peretyatka, and this time no one was ready to save the ball. Next to sixth zone. Nogina to serve once more. 12-11. And yeah, attack of Anastasia Dzima, who this rotation was on the back side. So another point for Balta. 13-11. And the ace by 15th number of Balta. Few points in a row for team in red, and Людмила Chernenko reacts with her timeout.
Зберіться, зробіть їй нормальну доводку. В атаці почекали, от, одна не добили, не один не добитий м'яч. Мінус і все. Прийняли, забили.
Давай, давай, давай. Open!
Yeah, of course, a bit emotional by head coach of Halychanka. He asks for a better reception and, of course, to get in this side-out point. A bit upset with the lack of power in the attack of Alexander Osipenko on one of the first episodes when Irina Nogina was serving, and that was actually the first break point of Balta, and another one after this attack of Svetlana Fartushniak. And once more Balta blocking. Beketov and Fartushniak stops another attack, 16-11. Another ace. Yeah, Halychanka is struggling a lot, and even I would say not only in some components, but lack of confidence maybe because of the last place. Another timeout by Halychanka.
Не хочете вигравати? Ну так давайте, треба щось робити, щоб вигравати, а не чекати, поки вони будуть помилятись.
Давай, 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 давай. Open!
So Chernenko try to motivate her players, of course. Maybe for her young team is more needed this type of finding an energy where maybe some type of angriness, if you will. And after that, Rubenko shows for her head coach and for all of them that, of course, they can play. Great attack. Of course, Pertyatko in this episode left so much via the line. Great defense, even though the reception wasn't the best. But the block once more. Ratushniak stops another attack. 1-1 versus Lilia Popovic. And that was actually her 8th point in this game, and 5th via the block touches. Osipenko once more blocked, but the ball still in play. Another chance for Osipenko, and this time she reminded about herself as a point dealer. 13-18. Yeah, Balta is winning by a margin of 5 points in the fourth set of the match. They have no right to lose in case they want to finish 5th this season of Superliga DMART. Chance for Pertyatko, and she was able to get the point. That was the block touch that bring one more point for Balta, 19-13. And we're coming closer and closer to the tie-break set of this game. Popovic tried to get the attack via the first touch, but that wasn't the best option in previous episode, as I feel. And with that, Another chance for Перетятько. One more gap in block. Not the biggest, but that was more than enough to get another point for Balta. And right now Lilia Popovic is out of the court. Anastasia Lyach coming on the court for a first time in this playoff of the fifth from fifth to seventh place of Professional Volleyball League of Ukraine. Another point for Balta. This time Annalisa Brin, 21st for her team. Great attack to the line, and Alexandra Ovcharenko wasn't ready for it. Another substitution, Sofia Samosenko to replace Vladislava Hubenko on the court. Nominally she's a libero, so probably need to be the one with the better reception, but don't start pretty well. And another one for Balta. Daria Перетятько get nice chance to attack, and yeah, Chernenko. So that this substitution didn't work as well, and after only one play, Vladislava Hubenko coming back to the court. Bekitova to serve once more. A lot of breaks on her attack. Oh, sorry, on her serving. This game, another one, because Valeria Dromova touched the net in this episode, 23-13. I mean, Chernenko trying to find the player who could get this side out. Of course, probably Halychanka right now thinking already about the fifth set, because 10-point difference. By the time Balta needs only 2 to finish this set. It's probably uncomebackable. And this time Serhiy Koltsov decided to give some time on the court for another player. Lubetska to replace Nagina. Block on Annalisa. Another chance for Halychanka to find the point, but it wasn't the best attack of Halychanka. And after all, the players of Halychanka touched the net, even though the block was pretty good, but Kimak get the touch of the net before. So 24-15, 9 set points for Balta. Tip by Kimak. And Annalisa with her tip, which ended up this set 25-15, 2 sets to 2, and we waiting for tiebreak. This is actually the first tiebreak of Women's Professional Volleyball League of Ukraine playoff this season, as well as men's. Actually, I don't remember this season's playoff that any game went to the fifth set, so we are waiting for a historical moment, if you will, and in a few minutes we will come back. So the first tie break of this professional Volleyball League of Ukraine playoff. Halychanka and Balta will decide if we knew the fifth team of this season today. In case Halychanka will be the victorious one. But of course, if Balta gonna get victory in this last set of matchup between Balta and Halychanka, the result of today's match versus Team Ukraine under 15 gonna be decisive. Who will be the one who finished fifth this season? First point, Valeria Dromo, the leader scorer of this game, got 22 for her already. And that was actually pretty close to an ace on the serve of Alexandra Osepenko. But a bit long, 1-1. Dromova didn't jump via this attack. Annalisa over the block, and the tip gets another point for Balta. For the first time on this tie breaks in a leading spot. Gubenko to receive that ball. Another chance for Dromova. Probably the leader of Halychanka on this tie break. Gonna get a lot of chances to attack. And Sergei Koltsov would like to check this moment. I'm not pretty sure what he showed. The block touch challenge or actually in or out touch of the ball. Let's see on the replay. In case so Sergei Koltsov will win this one. The score gonna be changed to 3-1 in Balta's lead. But in case the decision will remain the same, that's gonna be the 2 versus 2 situation. Yeah, in out and a bit long, yeah. So Sergei Koltsov got one less challenge in this one. Another point, Valeria Dromova finds one more for her team. 3-2, great attack to the line. Irina Nohina wasn't able to deal with this one. Great reception by Balta. Attack from Peretyatko, and she finds a side out for her team, and after all coming to the back line for serve herself, but yeah. Few players of Halychanka could actually get the touch to save that ball, but probably this slight touch of the net didn't let nor Yulia Dzima or Vladislava Gubenko to save this ball. Another chance for Dromova, and she finished up this episode with her spiking. Once more, a lot of line for Valeria Dromova, almost 1.5 meters, and of course, in case she get that much trajectory to go this way. It's not a big problem for her. So Balta gets a side out via the captain, Katerina Volchenko, deals with this situation. Yeah, not the strongest attack, but this power tip was more than enough to get the point in this situation. And after that, captain of Balta coming to the back side of the court. Banka couldn't find a point with her attack, but that actually was Daria Peretятько from the back line, who gets another for Balta. 5-4. The team from Odessa region is leading once more this game. Nice one. Pretty smart play by captain of Halychanka. Wasn't the best opportunity for her to go for a powerful spike, and she decided to, who cares, I can get tip in this one, and that worked pretty well. Under the block. Magina. Pretty easy defense for Halychanka. Yeah, that was the tip that the ball went out of Irina Nogina's hands, and because of that no one touched that ball. 6-5. Halychanka is once more in the leading spot. Annalisa. Another mistake from Balta, and probably soon we're gonna get timeout of Sergei Koltsov, but not right now. Not right now. He still don't want to get the break. Valeria Dromov to serve once more. Nogina. Block out. Block out. She deals with this situation pretty well. And let me remind that once one of the teams got to the 8-point mileage, teams gonna change their side of the court. So Halychanka is 1 point away of that. Gubenko didn't get the chance, the point for her team. But after all, Osepenko was the one to find an 8-point for Halychanka, but I would say Balta actually presented this one because of just standing and watching how the ball flew to the side of the court of the red team. 8-6, so in a few seconds we will continue the fifth set between Balta and Halychanka. And the team who plays blue colors this game is serving. Daria Stepura with ball, and Chevalier got one ace this game. Annalisa from the back line, but Dromov was ready to get a save, and Gubenko slams through the block. 9-6, and Sergei Koltsov reacts with his timeout.
Швидше ногами, що прям так забігаєш.
Грай газіруєш швидше. Ти неї приставиш, а все швидше. Давай, попробуйте оце зіграти. Бистріше.
Заспокійтесь, свої м'ячі треба забрати, треба добити зараз.
Давай, все в порядку, вижимаємося. Кожен, давай, грати. Вижимайте максимум зараз, давай, вас це вийде.
So, some motivational break. Sergei Koltsov is actually not pretty upset with her team playing right now. Yeah, needs some more confident maybe in attacking. some slightly tips for Polina Bekto, the setter of Balta, but not much. Need to be changed. And Irina Nogina, after this break, gets 7th point for Balta, dealing with the only blocker on the opposite side of the court, who was Lilia Popovic, and after all gets to the service line. But mistakes, and this service error could cost a lot for Balta. Right now, this is the attempt of Vladislava Gubenko, and she mistakes as well. So presence by both teams to each other, but of course this is in a favor of Halychanka, because right now they're leading by a margin of 2 points. So they need only 5 to finish this set for now. Good attack from the middle by Popovic, but block and defense of Balta works pretty well. Anyway, Alexandra Sipenko, with third attack of her team, was able to find the point for Halychanka after this touch of the blocker, and with that Sipenko coming to the backside of the court. She's gonna be the server for now. Great defense by Gubenko. Dromova with her chance. Ball still in the air. Great attack from the middle. Great one by Popovic and Jima. 12-8. Another timeout for Balta. Last one by Serhiy Koltsov, and only one challenge for him remaining as any pause, if he would like, of course. So Serhiy Koltsov asks for more powerful play, less tips, because Halychanka actually waits for it, and in case there is no other solution to play but tip, just try to go there in the conflict zone next to third zone, so might be more chances to get the point via this direction. Polina Bekto couldn't find a possibility to pass in this one, and Valeria Dromo, the leader scorer of this game, mistakes. Not much mistake by her this game, but of course 5th set of the match and pressure is on. Another point. Daria Peretятько gets for her team. Yeah. Jima with the second touch tried to get the ball over the net. Yeah, she was able to proceed this one, but the point was for Balta in the finish. Yeah, Людмила Chernenko asks her team to play more slowly if they need it, more calmly, just to play with their heads, not only with instincts. Of course, started off with some tips for her setter, who tried to get an attack herself, but after this timeout, Polina Bekto finds an ace into the conflict zone between Ovcharenko and Gubenko. Yeah, reception need to be Worked 4, of course. Great attack to the line by Dromova, but Nahina actually waited for this ball. Another chance for Dromova. Once more to the line, and Nahina, another save by her. Block of Halychanka Lisa. And yeah, Balta is still able to save this ball, but Anna Lisa wanted to do the situation for Halychanka as tough as possible. And that didn't pay out. She wasn't able to put the ball in the open side of the court, so just give as a present. 13th point for Halychanka, 13-11. Popovic to serve. Перетятько find the gap in the block, so 12-13. Balta is still in the game, of course. Not so much point difference. And both team still has chances. To finish this game victorious. Lyudmila Chernenko asks for another timeout. Just maybe try to get rid of the tempo of Balta's play. Maybe she hopes that after this break Dar'ya Перетятько gonna get a service error. Was one of the tricks of the coaches, and just to get some time for her team to rest a bit, probably. Now Dar'ya Перетятько need to hold her nerves and put the ball on the side of the court of Halychanka. She was able to proceed this one. Dromova once more to the line, but Перетятько, as well as Nahina, gets the ball into defense, and after all, block of Balta. Get the point. Lisa and Volchenko waited for the attack of Dromova, of course, in the ending of fifth set. The leader of Halychanka gets a lot of chances. One more point by Balta, and right now there actually the team who get match point. Yeah, great defense. So Halychanka still in play, only the free ball. And libero of the team Halychanka get the point. The captain of Balta probably for first time didn't think that the ball gonna get over the net. After all, she went closer to this one. But after touching the net, the ball slided on the side of the court of Balta, and with that, 14-14. Another point for Balta. Once more, they got match point. What an emotional ending of this game. We still don't understand who gonna be the victorious team of this one. Of course, Balta is closer right now, but both teams shows this game that you can get rid of them that easy. Rubenko once more got the point for her team. Deals with the double block. Fartushniak and Lisa wasn't able to block this attack. Yeah, Lisa touched the ball, but after all, that was to the out direction. Nahina strong one and put the ball in the fifth zone. 16-15. But teams decided that they still didn't play enough. And Prometei as well as Dobrody could wait a bit for them. Osipenko didn't get the point for her team. Nogina once more. Great defense by Jima. And Rubenko leave Halychanka in place. 16-16. Ooh. Yeah, we can hear that support that teams got. Osipenko need to save this ball. Yeah, just a free ball, but anyway, Halychanka can find a defense. Osipenko in attack, and was the touch of the blockers or no? Probably not, but Chernenko actually still got 2 challenges, and there is no reason to lose with them. Maybe try to find block out, maybe try to find net touch, I'm not sure. But you need to somehow use them. Maybe just as a pause for your team, try to calm them down. Long challenge, of course. A lot of emotions and a lot of nerves for both teams. Everyone, of course, hopes that their team was victorious in the last play, and the replay gonna show this one. But we still don't know the result of this challenge. Koltsov tried to use this one. Yes, and timeout, given some tips to his players. And that was no block touch. So Balta will serve once more, and Balta will have one more match point. Nogina on the serving line. She already got a few aces this set. Jima to Osipenko, and 12th number of Halychanka this time get the effective attack. 17-17 probably. Play to 15 is not enough for both teams, so they just won the regular set to the 25. Let's see. Rubenko, the libero of Balta, is saving the ball. Ovcharenko on the back line. Osipenko to attack once more. Peretятько with the first touch and with the last as well. What a save by Dromova. Osipenko probably over the block, Chernenko gets the replay of this episode to understand is there any need to actually get a challenge or not. (18-17), yeah, the pause, because actually the head coach of Halychanka asked for this timeout. Sorry, not the timeout, but a video challenge to check out the previous episode. Once more, probably for the block touch. Or no, the net touch. Yeah, close, but wasn't at all. Wasn't all, but like centimeters of the net. And that helped Balta to still save the ball for the team and get one more match point. Osipenko blocked, but Halychanka's defense is in the way. 19-17. Great attack by Peretятько. Finish up this game. Alexander Ovcharenko wasn't able to pick that ball. And with that, Balta gets the first victory in this playoff stage. 3-2 via the sets and 19-17 in the last one. So Daria Peretятько, the outside hitter of Balta, is the most valuable player of this game. She got 18 points, her own 16 via the attack and 2 more via blocks. And of course Balta needs one more victory to become the 5th of the Professional Volleyball League of Ukraine, and Halychanka right now finishing their competition and probably need to root for Team Ukraine under 15 in today's match that gonna be started in 13 past meridian. So few flash interviews with the players of Balta and Halychanka, and after all, girls are gonna give the arena for Dobrody and Prometei, which almost ready to start their second final games of playoff of Superliga DMART.
Після матчу спілкуємося з представницею тернопільської команди Halychanka-ZUNU. Перед вами капітан Валерія Дрьомова. Валерія, чому програли сьогодні?
Я думаю, що в деяких
Valeria
моментах
Dromov,
не
the captain
справилися
of
з
Halychanka,
емоціями.
is next to microphone.
Все ж таки важлива гра була,
Probably
десь
we lost
хвилювання
about
і плюс
we lost this
були
game which
зміни
because
в
of
складі.
emotional
Не дожали
component,
цього.
maybe
Чи складно
some
фізично грати 2
substitution,
дні
maybe
поспіль після місячної перерви офіційних матчів?
the lack of confidence.
Я думаю, все ж таки
we
це
could
було не дуже складно.
get the victory, but wasn't able to
Ми
proceed with this
грали,
one. I
тренувалися
wouldn't
до
say
цього
that
кожен день,
played two
тому
games
ні, це
in a
не
row
могло повлияти.
was hard for
Дякую вам
us,
за коментар.
Дякую вам.
for us, but we was prepared for this one, but in the end wasn't able to get the victory, sadly.
А тепер спілкуємося з капітаном СК Балти Катериною Волченко.
And captain
Катерина,
of
вітаю вас з перемогою.
Balta,
Чому
Катерина
так важко
Волченко.
входили у сьогоднішню гру?
Можу сказати одне, це жіночий волейбол. Мабуть, не донастроїлись.
This
як
is the
буває.
women's volleyball. Maybe
Важко
we
сказати.
didn't
Але
motivate
все ж таки, за рахунок чого
ourselves
вдалося натиснути
good
суперника
enough
на тайбрейку?
to
Мабуть, за
start
за
well.
рахунок того, що сила волі. Кожна з нас хотіла цю перемогу. Для нас було це
All of us
дуже
wanted
принципово.
to get this
Тому
victory, and
кожен з
that's
нас хотів
probably
цю перемогу.
the case why
У
we
яких
was
фізичних та
victorious
психологічних кондиціях
in
підходили до
this
цього
one.
етапу чемпіонату?
Ми розбирали, ми готувалися до цих команд. Ми розуміли, що буде тяжко.
So
що
we
Halychanka
got
також
all of
для
our
них це
preparation
також
to
принциповою 15. Завтра в нас
get
буде гра зі 15, тому також ми
victories in
готувалися до
both
цих
games.
ігор.
Of course, we understand the
Тому дуже
principality
серйозно
of this
психологічно та
match
фізично
for
готувалися.
Halychanka and Team
Ще раз
Ukraine under
перемогу,
15
дякую
as
за
well. So
коментар.
Дякую вам.
that was the tough matchup for us.
Маєте власний бізнес? Бажаєте утримувати лояльних та залучати нових клієнтів? Корпоративний застосунок із збудованими сервісами, лояльність, купони, крос-маркетинг, онлайн-каталог, відгуки, оцінка якості сервісу, сегментація клієнтів, розширена аналітика, зростання основних показників, ріст клієнтської бази тощо. Зручно та швидко використовувати додаток на касі. Клієнт вирішує, чи списати бонуси, миттєве нарахування бонусів, історія покупок.